Good morning, students. I wanted to bring you an update to make sure that we're all on the same page to help this online schooling go more smoothly. I am drowning in emails, so my first agenda note is to help you determine how to send me a message. I am giving you a discussion thread for all English classes in one thread to ask questions about the content, about how the pod is set up, where you're supposed to submit, how do we get on Google Meets. So many of you are asking me the same questions, which I want you to ask me questions. The problem is you're all asking me the same question in 20 to 30 separate emails. I can't keep up with that. But you guys can help each other if you will answer the discussion threads. So the discussion threads are going to be labeled discussion thread, English online questions, meaning questions about content, questions about anything you need to discuss to figure something out. And then the date for that discussion thread so that you know I have a question today. I'm going to that message and I'm going to ask the entire group of 77 eighth graders. That will save me from answering 30 separate emails on the same question. You all have the same questions because I'm new to this and I'm not setting it up very well myself yet. Do you guys like my background today? You've got my toilet paper stash and my paper towels and some water bottles. I don't know. I'm in the garage trying not to wake up my family. If you have questions about expectations, calendars, any of those things, put it on the discussion thread that says ask the questions here. If you're not certain if that's the right place to put it, open up that discussion thread or that email and it will tell you at the very beginning, this is the place to ask questions to your classmates. If it's one to turn in an assignment like taking the picture of your poetry practice, that will have a separate label as the discussion thread, and that's normally labeled with your class title. So look for those separately. But these group discussion threads are what are going to hopefully save my life because I cannot answer 30 individual questions. If you have a question that you think is embarrassing, that is the type of question, or if you're having an individual content problem, those are individual emails, but most of you are asking the same things. So I would say always use the discussion thread unless you absolutely have to ask me something individually, because I guarantee you're not the only person asking that question. Number 2, check your messages daily. I've asked you this before to check them 2, 3, 4 times. I'm still not good at this. I'm sending you emails saying, oops, try this, or oops, fix that. Make sure you're checking your emails. Or, hey, Mr. Smith, you did not finish your Juno pod. You need to finish it by midnight tonight or you get a 0. But if you're not checking back on those messages, checking calendar items to know if something was posted for homework, you're missing out. I normally fill these things in for you in class, but you have to take the personal steps to do this on your own at home. And that means always checking your email, always checking the calendar, checking the email again at noon and at 3, maybe 4 o'clock, and then maybe once 7 o'clock at night, just to make sure I haven't posted something to you that you need individually to make sure you have the grade you want. Some of you are leaving questions blank, and it's quite often because you're not coming back to the pod after you've had to do an activity. So I've tried to remind you of those things, but you have to personally go back. Next thing, review all grades from the day before. If you just submit everything and think, yep, I'm done, you might end up with a 50 on something only because you missed something very important. So please go back and check the grades the day before. So go into grades or go into individual assignments and click to where you can see the grade. And if that grade doesn't look like something that you submitted, I did not make a 29 on that particular assignment, you can hit a tab that says view and go back and look at them. Number 4, schedule reminders for yourself. Most of you, not all of you, most of you have a phone. If you forget to go and check and review the day before, or if you forget to go and check your Jupyter emails, make yourself a reminder. Set an alarm. Set an alarm for a snack. Make yourself work maybe for an hour, hour and a half, and then set time to stand up and walk around. If you'll schedule, you'll be a much happier in-house online learner. On the messages, 2 more notes. On the messages, you can archive previous messages. I think it'll take a lot of stress off of you and help you to notice new messages from your teacher if you will delete old messages, okay? And when you delete it, I think it means archive. So you never fully lose something, you just stick it in an archive and you can access it later if you want to. And then the final notes, Google Meets today. We're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes, but please don't stress out over it. I need you to do your best. You are in groups with people that you haven't been in seminar with in my class before, so I need you to be gracious. I need you to be kind and encouraging. At first, you're going to all be muted, and then I'm going to call you in one at a time to participate so we can check off the participation grade. If you want a high A, meaning above a 95, you have to do the initial talk, which is that you've prepared a quote that you're going to talk about, and number 2, you're going to answer or reply to someone else so that you can get your credit. So I will be taking check marks to know who has spoken at the right times. So please don't stress out over it. We're gonna give it a try, and if it doesn't go well, we'll reset and do it again probably on Friday. But I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to talk to you guys. So we're going to be very structured and formal for the first 20, maybe 30 minutes, and then we're going to let you guys talk to each other. I'm determined to figure out a COVID way to stay within the government rules and to actually see y'all. I'm jealous of these elementary teachers that have been driving down the streets in our neighborhood waving hi to their kids from their cars. We don't live in that kind of a district to where I can just drive down your street, but I wish I could. So I hope you all are doing well. It's about 7 minutes, which is where I try to keep my videos. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the seminar very soon. Bye.